guys! We're back here today, vaccinated and in person after like a million years.
Do you remember us? We are the 3Ds. I'm Suparna.
Samhita?
Ranita?
3Ds for dreams, desires, destinations.
In a previous episode, we were in conversation with Srimati Dipti Chakraborty, where we talked about being an immigrant later in life.
Today, we will talk about a different immigrant perspective that's taking care of elderly parents.
We will have a conversation with Dipti Chakraborty's son, Atish.
So let's go.
Today we are here with Atish Chakraborty. If you have not seen our video with Dipti Chakraborty, we have a wonderful video with Dipti Chakraborty, who is Atish's mother. And Ranita is Dipti Chakraborty's daughter-in-law. So, COVID impacted our lives in many ways. Atish and Ranita's life was impacted by another layer that had to do with Dipti Chakraborty's deteriorating health condition. We asked Ranita and Atish today to share that experience with us because this is something a lot of our families are dealing with it or might have to deal with it pretty soon. So, Atish.
Yeah, before I start about my mom, I just wanted to say, yeah, it's a great introduction that after almost like 1 year and maybe 4 months, we are actually without the mask. And also we are closely sitting together, which is a wonderful experience. Now, as you told already in the introduction that we have already a video on my mom, Dipti Chakraborty have done that. And from that video, you must have realized that she is basically an independent woman. She came here, wrote book. When we used to go everywhere. She used to be totally independent. Reading books, writing books, all kind of things. Now, when COVID impacted us, it has two aspects. I would say, in the beginning, for example, it was good for her in one sense that we all were at home, even her grandson home. So everybody has a home. But she was pretty stable at that time. But unfortunately, since last couple of months, I would say that because of her age, she's 83 plus, because of her age, her health deteriorated. And what happened that her independence is kind of now less, and she cannot manage herself on her own. Other memory issues. There are so many things where she cannot be left alone. Frankly speaking, because I go to the office. Post pandemic, not really post pandemic, but some of the restrictions are not there now. So she cannot be left alone. That's a challenge for us, and challenge for her also.
Indeed.
So now being into that situation, we had to think how we can actually take care of her, and we had to take some kind of I would say that decision. For example, to take her to the nursing home, arrange a nursing home because she fell down. And that resulted into her, I would say, a kind of concussion in her brain and overall fragility of the body, also health also declined. So yes, that's a big challenge, and we had to, we obviously talk to her, go to visit, but again, visitation is limited. We cannot go inside,
Right.
So yes, so that's definitely a challenge. And that's how the life is. We had to accept it. It's very tough for us. Particularly, particularly for the Indian family.
Yes,
Right,
for the
right,
family from India.
Yeah. It must have been a really, really difficult decision.
One good thing I would say that just like for example, it's not. I should not say that it's just because my mom, but I would say that I really appreciate one thing about my mom, and I'm pretty sure others also will have the similar experience with their mom also. that my mom accepts the reality very easily. She
Yeah,
understands
that is a
that,
big deal.
and that's why when she came from India, she accepted the completely different culture, and she
Right.
adjusted herself. And when I first broke the news that Ma, you have to now go to the nursing home, I cannot really, I cannot live alone. But I would say, as I said, that she really, really was, accepting the
Yeah.
fact, and she said that that's fine. And
Very
it's just 10
adaptable.
minutes.
Very adaptable.
Very
Yeah,
adaptable,
yeah.
and she understands. That's a good
Right.
thing. Yeah.
Ranita, I'll bring you to the conversation now. You are Atish's wife. Dipti Chakraborty is your mother-in-law.
Right.
I know that you are very close to your mother-in-law.
Yes. Yes.
So how has this journey been for you?
Well, yes, it is very true. She is a very dear friend to me, more than a mother. She's my mother-in-law, but she's also a very good friend. And, I have learned a lot from her. So, of course, and I was, it was definitely a very hard decision for us collectively. But at the end, the most important thing is the safety and well-being of the individual in question, which is our mother and my mother-in-law. So, we had to, we have to make hard decisions all the time in life. And even though this was a hard decision, we had to decide whatever was best for her. And, that is what we did.
Right.
To the most important thing is to make sure that she's okay, safe, and her well-being is taken care of. So
Absolutely.
that's what we did.
The right decisions are often the hardest decisions.
In many Asian cultures, there is this added guilt because the expectation is that you should be taking care of your parents in your own home. Did you guys have to go through that?
Obviously. First of all, as I said in the very beginning, that we are first generation immigrant, and she is also first generation immigrant. And yes, in India, for example, particularly in the Asian culture, generally what happens, we expect, just social, from the social point of view, expectation is that, okay, when your mom becomes old or father becomes old, you are the responsible as a son or daughter to take care of her for the rest of the life. We generally, now the situation is a little changing in India too, but most of the time it's still not very common. We they stay, but here obviously we both of us work and we cannot. So we had to take a decision, and not sure how it will be accepted even in India for now. But my mom accepted, and we have to move on. We cannot just look at the stigma and just get stuck there. It's just for her security, for her health. Whatever is the best options we have, we
Yeah.
have to take it.
And she loves it, and she loves and she can socialize with
wow.
people of her own age. She can, she has people to talk to, and so it is a win-win situation, because I just when I talk to her, and she's having ice cream, and she loves the fact that she's sitting together with her friends, and maybe having ice cream, maybe playing bingo,
Right.
or having doing activities. So she loves to be with everyone. So I think that's definitely an added benefit, that that also helps her with her cognition,
Yeah.
making her active, and she's looking at things from a different perspective,
Right.
getting to know more people, getting to know people who are different from her. But that is, and she's a writer, so that is giving her a different perspective.
Absolutely.
Maybe she will write
Made her a star, right?
yeah. Her friends appreciated that she has written books,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it is it looks like a win-win situation.
Yeah, but I'll say one thing that still, it depends on the person to person, because I know a lot of our Asian parents, for example, they really don't want to be here alone just because it's completely different culture. They have to. But my mom, I can surely say that she's very adjusting, accommodating, and she has no complaint. She knows that whatever we are doing, just for her own benefit, and she is very, very supportive in that range. Otherwise, I could not have taken the decision and maintain.
Yeah.
Because if she was adamant, for example, something like that. But she's very adjusting. So I should give the credit to her also.
Yes.
Of course.
Right.
That's why it's working.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, and I would like to add that, we may have to face, some of you may have to face this kind of decision. It's important to remember that we have to make the decision that's right for our own unique situation.
Correct.
Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah, and actually there is a wrong concept in our part of India, I'd say, because I am from India, that when I'm bringing my mom to nursing home or healthcare facility, most probably I'm doing it because I don't love her, but that's not the true
No,
thing,
right.
So, but the reason I'm saying that there is a wrong perception on the other side of the world, because they don't know what it is, why we are.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Times have changed.
Yeah, but still,
We have to
Yeah.
adjust to that.
adjust to that.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
yeah. Yes, and
because
and,
the support system is no longer
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and do the best for the specific individual.
right.
And that's love.
That's
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 love. That's why we do it. When I'm glad you said that, some people may think that I did it because I don't love her, but taking care of somebody the way they need, that is the definition of
Yes, not aligning to some social paradigm, but
love.
Yes. Yes.
understanding your own individual need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.